take you through the content of this course. So very briefly, I will go through this. So there are 8 sections I have included in this course. So in first section, it is just introductory. So I will show here how to install the different setups like Python, Anaconda that we are going to use throughout the course, some libraries required for our programs and computation, all these. And section 2, I will cover some basics of Python language which are required from engineering point of view. There are many modules in the Python, but I will take you through the important one which will be required in engineering computation. Section 3 is for different types of plots, so I will go through. So I will teach here how to plot different types of plots or graphs. So in first, I will show how to plot 2D line plots, just like I have shown the example of sine wave. How can you plot different curves in one graph? Then I have explored how can you plot 2D contour plots when you have some equations, set of equations. Then also 3D contour plot. In section 2, I will cover programs on mechanics, some machine design parts. So I have started with very simple or basic program of projectile motion. When you release some object on the ground with some initial velocity, then we'll calculate how can it will reach up to certain height and at how much time it will hit the ground. So if you release at a different angle, how will be the projectile motion's trajectory? So we will write program for this. Then in next part, I will cover next program in mechanics. I will cover how can we generate shear force and bending moment diagrams for the beam. So I have covered two different examples. One is of a simply supported beam, and in other case when we have 2 point loads and some what can you say uniformly distributed load. How can be the if effect of that on shear force and bending moment diagram? You can see here red color bending moment diagram, green colors shear force diagram. And in next program, I am going to talk about kinematics of one slider crank mechanism where we will calculate displacement of the piston when crank is rotating at certain angle. We will use some set of these equations. Then we will calculate velocity and acceleration of these parts. Then I will cover programs for fatigue calculation. Basically, we will see von Mises stress calculation and stress calculation for maximum shear stress theory criteria or Tresca's criteria, and you will find if any stress point is given, whether it will be in a safety region or outside the fatigue region. So these are the some fatigue criteria you can see here. This point that means it is in safe region, point outside this region that means it will fail in fatigue. So this kind of calculations through Python program will be doing. Then we will do programs in vibrations. So very firstly, we will solve some single degree of freedom problem for let's say we'll calculate vibrations in terms of displacement. We'll see velocity graph. Then we will see 2 degrees of freedom problem, some calculation of natural frequency of the system, this kind of. Then we will see the vibrations of damped system. We will see how can we calculate multiple graphs in one plot when the damping ratio is changed. Then we'll also see frequency response of a system. You will find the natural frequencies and you will find peaks of the vibration levels for that natural frequency. Basically, this is a frequency curve. Then next section we'll talk about programs on fluid mechanics, thermal science, some heat transfer. So here we'll see the streamline plots. So when you have some velocity function in different direction, how can you plot the streamline functions? So we'll see this contour, very good contours like velocity, how the velocity will be varying. Then we will also see if any object in the path, how the profile will change. Then I have covered diesel cycle. We will plot the pressure volume diagram of a diesel cycle if you are given some inputs like pressure, temperature of the cycle. Then we will see the effect of this compression ratio on efficiency of the cycle. Then I have covered program for dynamic or transient heat transfer. Let's say if you are hitting a rod of a length, certain length, then how the heat distribution in that rod will change along with the time. And basically this will be the animated plot that we'll see in the actual course. Then also I have covered program to find out the distribution of the temperature in a simple plate. You can see here the red means the higher temperature and blue means the lower temperature. And if let's say you are given a temperature at the different boundary conditions, let's say there is a temperature some T1 at this age, T2 at this age. So this kind of boundary condition we will use, and we'll calculate the temperature at the different locations, and we will found how can we get the distribution of temperature inside this plate. So this is one beautiful program. Then we will see some numerical calculations like let's say Newton-Raphson method, then optimization like finding the maxima and minima of the function, finding the optimum value of the function. So these kind of programs will be covering. Then we will also do some ELPP problems. There is some libraries for linear programming problems where we'll use that ready-made libraries and we'll find out the solutions for the ELPP problems. Then we'll also cover some symbolic mathematics with a SymPy library, and I will explain there how can we use this symbolic library and how it is useful for mathematics. Then I have covered also some advanced program like how can we use library like pandas for data analysis. Here I have covered some program on analyzing the data of bearing loads. So let's say there is a testing of the bearing you have done, and you can take those data, testing data in a Python, and you can analyze those data. And in next program you can use the some data filter application library like let's say the blue one represent the actual test data and this orange one will represent the filtered data. Basically you can remove the noise from the data. That means it is like some sort of signal processing. So this is useful both for electronics mechanical. Yeah. Then also I have covered some fast Fourier transform solutions. How can you convert data from time domain to frequency domain? That I have covered. Then also I have covered one program like how can you do animation of a one's mechanism. Let's say this is a pendulum, then we will be analyzing its motion and we will do animations. Also, I will be adding some programs timely basis. So whenever you complete the course, do visit frequently and you will find some programs added timely basis. So thanks, and go for your next lectures and try to complete the course. And thanks once again.